Many of you here have siblings. Well, most siblings fight with each other. Like for instance, if you steal your sibling's clothes, or eat the rest of the box of Cheez-Its, or you can go somewhere and your sibling can't, well, I can assure you, my brother and I's relationship is much different. Today I'll be talking about how Nick is an important person in my life and he has always had my back. Nick is currently 24 years old. He works for Rowe, a surveying company up in Mount Pleasant, and has a dog, Max. From when I was a little girl, he's always paid attention to me and done fun things with me. From my middle ages, he would take me to school or play basketball outside with me. And now, he is at every one of my games, taking me places, and makes me feel wanted. From when I was born until now, Nick has been my biggest supporter and has built my confidence up. From when I was born, I've always had a deep connection with him. Well, maybe not right away. I always get the classic story told of when I was born, my mom came home with me and my dad was on the road working. It was just us three siblings, and she had to make dinner for us one night, so she asked them if they could hold me. Well, they looked at her and said, no, you wanted her. But look, causing more stress on her, but looking back on it now, it's quite funny. Some first memories I remember with Nick was when I was 3. He had a phone and he would just do stupid things with me, like chase me around the house videotaping me, or especially taking pictures of me when I was in timeout. Another thing we did was we would go outside and tease my sister. Whether it was bullying her, picking on her, attacking her, or shooting her with our Nerf guns. She tells us now that she would go away, run away and cry. But don't worry, we apologized. Another thing we like to do was wrestle. Yes, we would go head to head in our living room, but that ended up in many bruises and bloody noses. But I know he was just protecting me for the future. Moving into my middle ages, I was in first grade and Nick was in high school. After school, we would just be bored some days, so we thought it was a good idea to play football in the house. We would clear the living room and get one of those foam balls that you would usually get in a spirit bag. Well, he would have to play on his knees to make it fair, and lots of things got broken in the house, and I had many bruises. Another way to play was in the snow. We would go outside and we'd just run around and be crazy. Running in the snow is quite funny because it's hard, but if you also fall, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt. Nerf gun battles, we love doing. Every Christmas, we'd all get Nerf guns, and we'd make the house pitch black. We'd have little forts around the house, and we'd go around shooting each other. Lastly, basketball outside. Summer nights, Nick would have a lot of friends over, or a big group of people, or it could just be us. Well, I would always want to be with him and shoot with him, but he made me mad because he wouldn't let me use my size ball that I wanted. If I was out there with him, I had to use his ball. But I give him all the credit of me being a basketball player today because he has taught me everything, and I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Now that we are older and all the rough games have come to an end, well, so I think. Some big things he does is sports. He always comes to my games or he'll text me before. It doesn't matter what sport it is because I know he'll always be there. Another thing is car rides. Whether it's a late night or my parents are gone or I just need to get somewhere, I can always count on him for getting somewhere. Lastly, hunting. Nick and I don't go hunting a lot, but many people think of hunting as boring and it's awful. But Nick and I will sit in a closed blind with the windows, so if it's a bad day, we'll just listen to music, talk, until a big buck comes out, then it gets quite shaky. Whether it's a good day, bad day, something big, or something small, Nick has always been by my side. As you can tell by all these stories, Nick is my biggest supporter in life. Starting when I was little, he was always teaching me to do things. Now, during my middle ages, he was making me a better person, and now supports me through all my games and takes me places. Whether it's things we do, games he comes to, or simple little car rides, he does it all for me, and I couldn't be more grateful for him. If we didn't have this relationship, it would be the normal, no, I'm not going to do that for you, or no, do it yourself. I can't wait for our futures together, and our families, and all the adventures we go on. I've never felt more happy with Nick or had a better time. The greatest gift our parents gave us was each other.